Welcome to all of you in another tutorial and where I'm going to discuss how you can detect the outlier in a species. In this tutorial, I will discuss the means of what is outlier and how to identify outlier in a species and then how to remove outlier. And this video is containing on the two parts. In the first part, typically I will discuss all these things, and then I will go on the practical side, and then the practically I will demonstrate how you can do all these things into the spaces. My name is Dr. Rahim Baksumro, and I'm from Shahbati University, Pakistan. Dear students and dear researchers, you know that I'm discussing the right now data screening. In data screening, so far I have discussed data missing and data detecting unengaged response. In this video, again, I'm going to discuss about the detecting outliers. Then, what is the outlier? The major question is that the outlier, these are the values, these are substantially lower or higher than the other values in the data set. Now, what are the values are in your data set? Now, the outliers are either they are much higher than the values in the data set or they are much lower. For example, here our Likert scale is from 1 to 5. If any point which is out of this range, this is called either lower point or the higher point. Now, these are actually can be called as a outlier. Now, one source of outlier, normally it happens that means normally it's the cause of the becoming the outlier is our typing. So now when where the questionnaire is with on the one side, when we see on the website from the questionnaire and then we press the button, when we press the button, then if it is a 1, then twicely we press the button, it becomes 11. Instead of 1, it should now it has become 11. So now sometimes this happens. Now this 11 is basically has become a outlier. Now, how to deal with the outliers? The first thing is leave it if it is a legitimate outlier. Now, legitimate outlier means that, for example, like the age of a person is there. For example, most of the people, their ages are from the 20 to 30, but someone is whose age is a 50. So now this is a legitimate out. Let it to remain in your data. It's the same income. Now the income of the people may not be the same. So now, if this is the case, then it's the legitimate outlier. So now, if the outlier is there, then if this is the case with you, then you should use the non-parametric test. Now, it is called skewed data. Normally, either it will be left skewed or right skewed. But what if the skewness is there? If this is the case with you, then you should use the non-parametric test. Now, let me say, on one hand, there is a big list of the parametric tests. On the other hand, there's a big list of the non-parametric tests. Anyone now, depending on the situation, you can use the equivalent non-parametric test, which is the in case of like the parametric test. Now, another solution is a correct the data entry. Now, the 1 to 5. As I told you that you can correct it. If instead of the 1, you have pressed the 11, or the twice you have pressed the same button, then you can solve the problem. You can correct, and by removing one extra one, it will become 1. Delete the outlier. If you think it's necessary, you can delete the outlier. And then just make sure to mention in your finding. So whatever you are doing in with your outlier, whatever the treatment which you are giving to the outlier, it is mandatory. Let me say, it is advised to all of you that you should use let me say, explain all these one in your research paper, in your research thesis, and for whatever. Now, this is one way through which you can identify. In the step 1, how to identify. Once if you identify the outlier in that one, how to reach on that outlier? Very simple. Is a go to the edit and go into the case to go to the case. When you are opening the case, this type of the window will appear, and this means write down the number where you think that like you are missing your outlier is there. Now outlier will be told you identified through the 4 methods: sorting, frequencies, and then you can also identify through the 2 graph. One is a bar graph and another is a box plot. These are the 4 methods through which you can identify. Once it has been identified, where you will find a one number. That number I have brought here. Now for me it is a 74. If you insert in this one and then make sure that this case is active, and then press the button go like this one, and then it will tell you, okay, you will reach on actually in this line 74. This is your outlier, and you can remove this outlier. And then like you can assign the another method instead of remove, like you can assign the another uh, that means the new to the outlier, like you can place the median or the mean over there. Now again, the whatever treatment you are providing, please mention in your final report. Now see the situation. Now this is a box plot where now this is the data with the outlier. Now this statistically it shows that this one is a sure outlier. This is out of the range. Now although other outliers are also there, like this is the circuit. This is suspected outlier. For example, these are the extreme values, but still are within the range of 1 to 5. Although this like the box plot will tell you that, okay, this is also outlier and this is also outlier, but see that these outlier are within the range of 1 to 5, but this is out of the range. So therefore it's a suspected outlier, we are not sure, and it has been shown through the circuit. And here we are sure that this is the outlier and it has been shown through the asterisk. Now if it is outlier, see the condition of the box plot. This is a condition of the box plot. It means that its size has been narrowed down. In other, now when we remove the box the outlier from the box plot, now see the box plot in their actual position according to the data, because their size was narrowed down. The problem was the like your existence of the outlier, but now it's no more. And then now again, with the outlier, see R square, and without outlier, see the R square. When the outlier is there, R square is very limited, zero point 0.3, and when we remove the outlier, it is in 0.7. Now, how we can remove the outlier? These are the four methods: sorting, frequency, histogram, and box plot. And then in the practical side, I'm going to discuss all these. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss how you can identify the outlier in your data set. This is our data set in which these are our variable and these are our cases. There are the five variable x1, x2, and one is a gender. Total six variables are there, and the total observations are respondent are 107. Now let us to find out the identify the outlier in this one. The first simple method to identify outlier is through your own eye. If you carefully watch all these one, now there is only one outlier. Now this data is very now here to just there are the 23 cases and just five variables are there. But for example, there are 15 to 35 variables, and there are like the 2 or 300 cases are there. Then in this situation it's very difficult to identify your outliers through your eye. Alternatively, what you can do, you can follow the four methods. One is sorting, frequency, histogram, and the box plot. These are the four tools through which you can identify the existence of outlier in your data set. First, we are going to start to identify with the frequency method. How to reach on the frequency? That's very simple. Just go into the analyze, and then discrete status and frequencies are here. In this one, now you can move all your variables in the variable section, and then please make it sure that there is a check. This is a checked, and do not do anything with this menu. Just press OK, and then it will tell you. Now, this is statistic N107, and missing, there is no any missing variable. In X1, if you see strongly agree like this one, now there are three outliers are there, which are out of our range. Now, our range is what? 1 to 5. If it is our, now these three items are out of our range. In the X2, again, there is a one item which is out of the range, 22, and then there is no one issue. In the X4, there is no one issue, but oh, really, there is another two issues are there, X5. Now, through the frequencies, we can identify the existence of outlier. In the X1, X2, and the X5, there are some outliers are there. The another method is like the through the histogram. Again, it's very easy, and then just go into the analyze, just go again into frequencies, and then you can go here in chart. In chart, if you click here, it will show you some of the graphs are there: bar chart, pie chart, and histogram. We are interested in checking histogram, and please make it sure that the check is there, which will show the normal curve. Now normal curve always it shows the normal, either your data is normal or non-normal. Then press the continue, and then but press the button OK. Once if you will, okay, Dee. Now after applying this technique, wow, we have got some results. In this figure, first of all, we are required to go to the frequencies table. In the X1, you see there are three issues are there: 11, 32, and 43. And if you go in the respective table X1, now the same are visible here. This is the one outlier, this is another outlier, this is another outlier. Now see, because of the existence of this outlier in your data set, see the shape of the curve. Now it's no more a normal curve. It is a skewed normal curve. And then if you go into the X2, again there is a one issue 22 because it is out of the range. And if you again refer the tab X2 tab shape like this graph, again now again you can see there is a one issue is with this one. This is outlier. That's why its curve is not normal and is skewed. And then in the X3, now there is no any problem. X4, there is no any problem. But see, in the X5, there are two issues are there. So that's why, see the curve, pretty good, fine, beautiful curve is there, normal curve is there without any skewness. Left is skewness or right is skewness. Again, the same case is the X4, the same pretty, like the curve is there, which shows that the normality of your data. And then but here the issue is that these two issues are because of these two ones, there's a long tail at this side, so that's why it's not uh, normal data is skewed data. So now we identify these another method through which you can do. Okay, another tricky method, very easy method is a sorting. Through sorting, you can identify. Sometimes the data is so large, so now at very you cannot go at the end. It is very difficult sometimes. So now in this one, very simply you can do this one. For example, here, and if you think now, for example, we are doing this one, like the check this X2 column, press the right button, and you will find the sorting, sort ascending or sort descending. If you press a sort descending, now the whatever the value which is at the anywhere, it will come up. Now because you are starting from the down to up, now with the whatever the values are there, these will come up, and what higher values are, those values which are out of the range, these will come at the top of this, like this variable here. So now it's very easy to identify that okay, 2D2 is your outlier in your data set. So through the sorting method you can do. Last but not least, that is about our box plot. That's very important. How to reach on a box plot? In the graph, there are two types of the graph: legacy graph, already designed, and the chart builder. Here, the beauty of this option is that you can build your chart according to your own requirements. But here, the early charts are built, and then whatever the options which are available there, you have to depend on those. But instead of going in the legacy dialogues, we are going towards the chart builder. When you click it, you will find different type of the in the chosen from in this box. You are finding different type of the box, your graphs are there. As we are interested in the box graph, yes, we double check it, click it, then these are three box graph are appeared here. So now we are interested in this one so far. That's why if you double click it, it will go here. You can drag, select it and drag it and leave it here. Again, same thing will happen there. Now on this side, our variables are there. So now you should bring the gender over here, and then x1 in the y-axis. Simply do this one. It's a simple task, and then press button OK. Once if you but press this button, then you will reach in this position. Now see the two like the box plot are with you. One is a male and another is a female. Now there are the some of the issues are there. Now these as I told you in the theoretical video, there means a static always shows the serious issue or it is a potential outlier. And these circles, these are, although these are outlier, but these are suspected outlier. We are not sure because most of the time the where this circle is there, although it is being considered as a outlier, but see that the value is within the range. Range means again here from 1 to 5. So now let us move. Now these three are there. Let us to remove this one, and then we will again apply the same technique to find out the result after the removal of these outlier from the data set. Now the first our outlier is a 6. Now its static shows the 6. How to do this one? How to locate this? You can look at this one through that thing. Now either you can see 6, you can go like this one and 6. Okay, 59 is another 32, and in this way sometime you can do this one, or alternatively another method through which you can also locate, like go into the edit, go into the case. When you reach over here, then you can find out the your 6. If you remember, the first was 6. Now, if you press this one and then make it sure the case is active, not the variable. If you active variable, then it will find in this variable. But as we are interested in the case, that's why we should check it. Now it should be active, and then press button go. Then you will reach 6. Okay, here is our problem. Just what you should do that if you think this outlier is within the range from 1 to 5, do not do. It's the estimate error. As I discussed, a legitimate error, that means in case of the age, in case of the income, this may be, but it is an illegitimate error. Like this is an illegitimate error or unjustified error. Then what? Either do not consider it, and delete it whole one, or you can replace with the by like the just remove anyone. Like the 4 3. For example, I'm removing the 3. Now the problem has been solved. Okay. And another problem here in this one is our 59. So now right here, 59, and then press the button go, and you will find 59. Here is a problem. Just remove the one element, 2 or 3. And then again, find out another one, 11. 11 is number the 96. Do the same with this one, and now 11. Just remove. Okay. Now all our outliers have been removed from this one, and then again we are going towards the same technique like that. We'll chart data again. We're applying the box plot and see the what was the result earlier and what the result right now. With the when we remove our outlier from the data, just press OK, and then now this is our result. Now this is our first box plot where you see the size of this. Now how much these have been narrowed down. Because of this outlier, its shape it has been narrowed down. But see, after removing all these one, now they are in actual position. So now all these outliers, potential outlier, legitimate outliers have been removed. Although there is a one outlier. Okay, this static, as I told you, it shows the outlier. But no problem, because if 24, if you go on the 24, you will find it's a legitimate outlier because the 24 is within the range of this one, like within the range of our Likert scale 1 to 5. That's why don't worry about this one, and then see. Now see, pretty good one. So actually the box plot is also a 5 number summary. So now it start from the here. It is the minimum within the range. Now our range start from here to here. So now this is the within the range. This is the minimum, and then this is the like this A line. This is a Q1. There is a quarter one. Now almost 25% of data lies here, and then this is called the median of this one, and this is the like the third quarter, and this is the maximum and within the range. Now this happens with you when your data is normal, when there is when there is no any type of the outlier which is in your data. But when there is an outlier in your data, then see now this has been narrowed down, and now see this one, the lower whisker is not available. So that's why this happened because of the presence of the outlier. And then when you remove the outlier from data, then you see the neat and fine type of the box plot is available here. So that's the all about today's lecture. I hope that you like this chapter and you learn some of the new things regarding the outlier. Thank you very much for your kind attention. And lastly, please, If you like, then please like my channel and subscribe it.